used to bowl at Sandy Lanes. Sandy Lanes burnt down. The closest bowling alley was Hollywood Bowl, so I went there. That place had 50 lanes. Every Saturday morning, we would have junior league bowling, so we'd get up at 9 a.m. and go bowl till 12:30, and that whole place was packed. I spent every Saturday there till I was 22, so that was 10 years, and it's really sad to see it being torn down.
Oh, that's a piece of history. Yeah, that's a part of Portland's history. Hollywood Bowl has been there a long time. A lot of families grew up there bowling. I've definitely seen a decline in the bowling atmosphere of people. It's not as popular as it used to be.
I started bowling when I was 11. My dad didn't let me before that because he used to call it a man sport. And so, even though I grew up at the bowling alley with my mom and dad, I wasn't allowed to bowl. So I did it kind of when he passed away. And so I did it kind of in his honor.
But was probably about 6, 7 years old, bowling with my grandfather at Hollywood Bowl. Yeah, about every Saturday we would go down and bowl when I was there. The fondest memory I have at Hollywood Bowl with my grandfather is the day I actually found out why he bowled a little crooked. He had this little side arm throw that he would have. It's kind of crazy. Grandpa, he made it go down, and he pegged a lot of pins a lot of the time. An old crony of his told me that my grandfather broke his arm when he was about 20 some odd years old and never healed right, and so he could never straighten his arm. That was definitely one of the fondest memories because it wasn't so embarrassing anymore when I found out the true story. I understood why he did it. It wasn't just a crazy style of his or whatnot.
Oh, it's one of the first bowling centers that I went into. Got offered a job there. They wanted me to run the pro shop there. I hate to see any of them close. When a bowling center closes, the number is 25 to 30% of the people that bowl there will never bowl again because that's their home.
He would always tell me that bowling was such a big deal in the 60s and 70s. These men were making hundreds of thousands of dollars winning these tournaments. They'd have their nice polyester dress pants and their button-up silk shirts, and they had their, clear ball with a rose. It was a big deal. They televised it. It's crazy how it is now versus back then. Back then it was much more professional.
I think it's a little sad that, the history's going away. A good, wholesome entertainment for the public is kind of going away.
Well, it's been declining for like 27 years, but there are a lot of things that have come into play. We've gone from where the man works, the woman stays home, raises the kids, to where both people work, they have a lot less free time. The kids, which is where the future of bowling is, they're involved in so many other things. Back when I was a kid, we didn't have soccer in school. We had baseball, football, basketball. That was about it. Now there's so many other things for them to do that it just takes up everybody's time.
I remember when bowling was a good family activity. Everybody went out Saturday nights, Friday nights, or whatever, and did their bowling thing, or even during the week, and had the little special things, class trips, end of class years, bowling, or a birthday bowling party,
And there have been a lot of things to try to raise the image of bowling to maybe attract more people. They've tried to get rid of the people in tank tops, cutoffs, tobacco, alcohol, that kind of an image that bowling had for a long, long time, because it was a working man's sport, it was very blue collar.
If bowling was to disappear within my lifetime and went on that far of a decline, yeah, that would be a crying shame, honestly. Nothing needs to completely disappear. Sports, culture, art.
For me, I'm old enough that, I could retire at any time, but I would miss the camaraderie. I would miss the people that I see every day. I can't even attempt to tell you how many friends I've made in this business. I think the majority of the people that are involved in it would lose a place to meet friends, have a beer, bowl. It would be missed a lot.
They used to hold professional tournaments there every weekend. The OBA came, which is the Oregon Bowlers Association, and those are semi-pros. They would come once a month, and now it's just going to be closed. I have a lot of childhood memories there. And I bowled my first honor scores there. My high school bowling team was based out of there that I started at my high school. It's sad.